Let's shift the focus to commodities now. We have Manisha joining in. Manisha, yesterday, I remember this time it was all about the sparkle of precious metals. What are you tracking today?
Well, yesterday was more about silver because we saw newer highs come in for this one. Today is all about gold because, gold had hit all-time highs in the Indian markets. But overnight, we've seen gold prices hit all-time highs in dollar terms and various other currencies as well. So this is where the focus clearly lies now. So we're trading at all-time highs and we have seen $3,508 an ounce of an all-time high in the Asian markets right now. The last previous all-time high was in the month of April 2025 when the gold prices hit $3,500 an ounce. So we have seen stronger gains continuing for this one. We are looking at nearly 33% of gains for the gold prices till time. And there are various reasons on why gold really seems to be doing well at this point. One, it really has been about the safe haven buying that you have seen come in for gold. And this is after uncertainty because of the U.S. trade tariffs. As of now, yes, there are appeals court which is looking at the U.S. tariffs, but we have time till mid-October. Until then, it is going to be quite a choppy market. The second point really is about the dollar index, which is trading at a one-month lows, in turn providing support to the gold prices. The third thing is the markets will be watching out for the U.S. non-farm payroll data that comes in on Friday. The markets also are pricing in an 88% probability of a U.S. Fed rate cut in the month of September. There could be 2 or 3 is what the markets really seem to be talking about. But this is something that seems to be getting baked into the prices at this point in time. And then it has been about strong investment demand coming in from various countries. Chinese buying has been quite strong, whether it is from its pension funds, central bank, and the Chinese gold imports via Hong Kong also saw a jump of around 126% on a month-on-month basis for the month of July. August is expected to be on the stronger side as well. And then you have Vietnam, which is the third largest gold consumer in the Asian markets. And it has licensed commercial banks, which are eligible now to produce, trade and manage gold bars. So there is more opening up that we see in sense of gold. Also, when you look at the last 1 year, there has been more gold buying than treasury buying by various global central banks. And that's something that the street is keeping an eye on. This is one thing that I want to keep in front of you. This is the production and the consumption global data when it comes to gold. 23, 24 and 25. This is an estimate, of course. But as you can see, the gold production is higher than the consumption in all of these last 3 years. So if you want to go by the supply-demand data, there's not so much of support in for gold. But this is something that the gold doesn't always follow. Mining supply for gold, recycling gold of what's happening in the international markets are some of the figures that street does not pay attention on. So as I said, production is higher and the gold consumption is lower. But even with that, when you look at the last 3 years, we have seen the gold prices continue to gain. 15% up in 23, 21.5% in the previous year, and the current year has seen 33% of gains come in for the gold prices there. Interestingly, when you look at the central bank buying, that continues to be very, very strong. It was an all-time high buying at 1,082 tons in 2022. And since then, we have seen central bank buying quite consistent above 1,000 tons there. This year as well, lesser than what we've seen in last 3 years, but 1,000 tons of central bank buying is perhaps on target here as well. And this is about global banks. When you look at RBI as well, the last financial year, the last calendar year, we've seen stronger numbers coming in from RBI also. The Reserve Bank of India started buying in 2017 and since then has been buying every single year. The last plate should come in on your screens, which tells you on the gold share in the Indian forex reserves. It used to be 6.9% in 2021, has doubled by the time it's 2024 at 11.3%. And remember, RBI is buying this year as well. So if banks are buying and investors are buying, retail investments can't be far away.
All right, Manisha, thank you very much for that. I wonder how much space does 1,000 tons of gold occupy? Is it a room? Is it a small space, Manisha? 1,050 tons last few years, 1,000 plus.
I'm guessing the kinds
vaults.
you see in the Bond movies. Vaults.